Getting better and, getting pucks deep.
Putting the puck deep.
Put pucks in deep.
He's chipping pucks. He's getting pucks deep.
Getting a lot of pucks deep. Getting pucks deep.
Just put the puck deep.
Getting pucks out. Getting pucks deep.
Get pucks deep. Wear them down.
Get pucks in.
Pucks in.
Pucks in deep.
Puck deep. Pucks deep. Keep getting pucks deep and, deep.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pucks and Deep podcast. I'm Ollie, also known as Dark Chocolate. I'm here with the Hoglander Dick Rider Parker. How's it going, Parker?
I'm doing great, Allie.
And I'm also here with Junior C legend, who accidentally paralyzed his friend last night in a Junior C match, cross-checking him against the boards head first. That guy is never going to walk again. I'm here with Kylan.
He shouldn't have been standing there. He looked at me funny.
Hey, exactly, right? Like,
He
come on.
looked at me funny.
Come on, don't look at the boy funny, you know?
He looked at
Exactly.
me
Hey,
funny.
you're wearing the Portman jersey for a reason, right?
Yeah.
We all know why.
First off, I'd like to say big shout out. Happy National Jersey Day, everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all repping our jerseys here. Allie's Goldberg because he's Swiss fucking cheese. I'm Portman because I like to put people in the hospital. And, of course, to no one's shock at all, Parker Stevens is hopping on the cock of Quinn Hughes as per fucking usual.
Yes,
He
sir.
has his slimy meat all up in his buttery cheeks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
All
all up in there, buddy.
right. All right.
Full grease and everything,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. I think
Yeah.
we're probably going to start off with how the season's going up to this point.
You want
Let's
to talk about Marty Natchez in the last few games?
He's been going off.
Dude, 11 points in like 5 games.
Okay, is Carolina really going to trade him, though? I think that's the real question.
Yes.
I think, well, with the way he's producing and the amount of money they're going to have to pay him, they might have to trade him.
The way he's producing, they'd be dumb not to. I mean, the money that you're going to have to pay him already on that team, which is a team
Yeah.
that's focused on these young talent guys. And Natchez is young, keep in mind, but he's on their team right now. He's no higher than a second-line centerman.
Yeah.
He's no higher max, most likely third line. So he's not going to want to stay second or third line, and the money that you have to pay him for that, for what he's producing, is not going to be a second or third line centerman when you can get a different guy who can take that second or third line role.
You guys don't
I
think
that's
Natchez
big.
can overtake Aho? I think
No.
he could.
I think
Natchez
the
can-
only
No
viable
shot.
way is if you put them on the same line.
Yeah.
I think you move Natchez to wing if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
But I think Marty Natchez wants to stay as a center, and it's nice to have a right-handed center who can also play wing for you and can put up the points like he does.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the money
Like-
the money he wants when he's producing, they'd be dumb not to trade him at this high in his.
Exactly. His value is through the roof.
His
right
value
now.
is so
His
high right
value
now,
is ridiculous.
and you could get like someone like Calgary to pay through the fucking nose for him, who we need a right-hand center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what his contract's going to look like. Like, I'm thinking an 8x8 maybe.
I'm thinking more.
Really? You
If-
think
okay,
he's
only-
more than 8
I'm thinking the
million?
Jeremy
only
Swayman
if
special.
he keeps producing. Only if he keeps producing
see
at the
that.
rate that he is right now.
I'm thinking the
Like-
Swayman special for him.
If he can get, I think if Natchez gets a 100-point season, I think he gets paid nuts money this
Oh,
year.
yeah, I can see that.
I think he gets paid ridiculous money, and he's on pace for it. So
Like I said, like 5 seconds ago, I think he gets the Swayman special.
he could.
Swayman special is where I'd give him.
Swayman
No.
Special is such a great contract, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I really wish Swayman left, man. That would have been awesome. I would have
Dude,
been
that
so
would've
excited for that.
Crazy.
I've been wild.
Just the
All
way
right,
that
so
everything was going
I'm
was
gonna-
insane.
I'm gonna move on to the next. As we're talking about the season so far, this kind of transitions into the mix of our next topic. I'm gonna talk about divisional so far. So I'm gonna list off our divisions so far and where everyone's sitting. And we're going to go from Pacific, then Central, Atlantic, and then to Metropolitan. You guys are going to tell me and talk to me about all that stuff, okay?
All right.
So we're going to start off with Pacific. So in first place, we got Vegas. Big up. With a record of 7-3-1. Then you got LA with a record of 6-3-2. Vancouver with a record of 4-2-3. Who, keep in mind, though, Vancouver has 2 games in hand on most teams in the division.
Yep. And we have a game in hand over Calgary.
Yeah,
who's
Calgary, who's a game in hand on the division, which is 5-4-1. Edmonton 5-5-1. Seattle 5-5-1. Anaheim 4-4-2, and then San Jose 3-7-2.
Yeah, San Jose with 3 dubs in a row.
Yeah, but San Jose also has 12 games in there in the bottom of the Pacific.
I know.
So,
but they're on the up though. They're on the rise.
Okay, so I want to start off with bringing us back down to earth. Let's be honest here. Calgary way overshot what they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they are.
Okay,
we're
we think,
going back down to where we should be.
4 straight L's for the Flames.
do you not think they can make the wild card? I think they have enough.
I think they have
Tired
a
to
shot
do
at
it,
the.
but-
I think they have a shot
They
at
have
the
a shot
wild
at the
card.
wild card, but so again, it's a matter of, like Evan said in the past on this podcast, which, by the way, he apologized for not being here. Like Evan said in the past, it's a matter of, do the Flames want another mediocre season into a wild card spot and then lose in the first round? Well, the answer is no.
Well, I want some playoff hockey at least. I mean, who doesn't want playoff hockey? Like, it's the greatest time of year. The city's just buzzing. But like,
The only reason why I say no is because again, it doesn't. As the overall franchise, I understand. You get to see the playoff hockey, and that's great. But as an overall franchise, it doesn't help.
yeah, that's fair.
You get into the last wild card spot. Okay, you're losing out on a really good draft pick now because you're not in the draft lottery.
I think the thing is
And
right now,
if
you had a good start to the season.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to lose games consistently. I think you just go for a draft pick at this point.
Yeah. Well,
Honestly.
yeah.
Well, because if you
like-
think about it, with
'cause,
their
like,
roster
if-
and how inconsistent their players are right now, you can't
Yeah.
hold up where they are.
no, like
They'd be
and, like,
lucky to get a wild card, but they could
the
easily
wild
just go
card.
for a pick.
You get a wild card. Okay, well, cool. First round. Well, you're gonna be versing one of these top teams like Winnipeg right now, who's a wagon. Like
Winnipeg looks so
Like-
freaking good.
like New Jersey, like Florida, like
Uh-huh.
like fucking even like Vegas, for example, who again, not the best out of the top seeds in all the divisions, but they're still looking fucking good. You verse one of those teams, and you got a good chance of getting swept in the first fucking round, or
Yeah.
like getting beaten your ass off.
yeah, that's fair.
You get
Yeah.
your ass beat off. Okay, well, you're not using a draft pick, and you're low down the draft. You can't build as much, and the whole idea for Calgary is they're going to rebuild. It's not a retool; it's a rebuild.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
if the Flames, like Evan said, I think have not identity, but when I say identity, is because it's the best word I have for it, a crisis of sorts. They can't decide if they want to win games or if they want to try and rebuild, and they can't seem to figure that out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want this team to
Um,
win, but
Edmonton
mean,
finally doing a little bit
I'm
better.
fine either way.
screw you, Parker.
Edmonton doing.
I hope your city burns.
Dude, it will if we win the cup.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a
facts.
point.
No matter
Edmonton's
win or
doing a little better.
lose. Win or
Edmonton's
lose.
doing better finally.
But McDavid's out 2 to 3 weeks now, so that's a huge loss for
Yeah.
them. I think, honestly, this 2 to 3 week period is going to prove if the Oilers are legit contenders or not. If you can
They're
end
not
up...
because they have Stuart
No, but, like,
Skinner as
hear
their
me out,
starting
hear me out.
goaltender.
If
They have
you
Stuart
can-
Swiss cheese.
If you can somehow pull off a positive record without McDavid being there, I have hope in this team. I fully believe this team can do it.
You really shouldn't.
No, but I'm just
No,
saying,
but,
right?
Well, I mean, you got to
But-
think about it, though. Even without McDavid, they still have Draisaitl, who's a top 5 player in the
yes,
NHL.
but I'm talking about depth-wise, right? Like,
Depth-
let's be honest. No,
that
no
team has
offense to
no-
Draisaitl.
When the fuck have the Oilers
like,
ever had depth? All they do is rely.
Draisaitl isn't a guy that carry a team.
When the fuck have the Oilers
McDavid, what
had
he
depth?
has done was insane.
When the fuck
Right?
have the Oilers had depth though? Let's be honest here. They have.
Let's be honest. They have
one line.
No, they have way more than one line. Like,
Dude,
you
they're
got
fran-
guys
they're-
like Hyman, Nuge, Victor Arvidsson has been incredible recently. Jeff Skinner is down there now.
Yeah,
like,
Skinner's
they have,
there. They have Skinner. They have Nuge. They have Davo. They have Dry.
They got no defense, dude.
They
Still.
got Darnell.
Are you
Nurse
kidding
is
me?
their top
Okay,
defenseman.
Nurse, Bouchard,
Okay,
Ekholm,
you can't
like, that's
say
a great
Darnell
Ekholm's
Nurse
gone.
is a defenseman, dude.
Travis Dermott. Okay, yeah, Travis Dermott, Brett
Ekholm's
Kulak,
gone,
and
dude.
Emberson.
Ekholm left. I thought.
Okay,
Ekholm's still there.
Did he not leave?
No,
Who was the one that left then?
I don't know.
I don't know,
He's
dude.
Bouchard's
Oh,
partner.
Darren A.
I feel like
Desharnais, that's
yeah,
it.
Desharnais in Vancouver now.
But like,
But
okay,
dude, okay, I'm just saying though, that team would be so much better off if they could find a different place for Darnell Nurse and free up money.
Holy fuck.
yes, that contract
The
really screwed
worst
him
That
up.
contract
Okay,
screwed him up
but,
because
like-
he's not doing anything now.
The
if we're being
Oilers'
honest.
depth is actually pretty good this year. Like,
They'd be better off getting
Put
rid of
Coles in.
Darnell and getting Sarah Nurse there instead.
low key.
If I'm
She's
being
hot as
completely
well.
honest, dude,
Well,
you're
we're not
fucking
going
weird.
into that.
We're not
Okay,
going
but
into that.
Pod-
She's not.
I'm
She's
telling you,
not.
but like Podkolzin has been pretty good for them, you know, unlike the Canucks. But
Dude, he was
like,
She's really
kind of ass.
I
on
really
Vancouver.
like the third line, Janmark, Henrique, Brown. That's a great line. That's a great third line.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
but if you look at that versus like the depth of like a team, another team in the division, like if you look at that versus the depth of like Vancouver or like LA or like Vegas,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I can
just,
see
it's,
it.
it's not there.
But like when you have Connor McDavid, it brings up for a lot, right? So
they
I
don't
think-
have Connor McDavid right now. We
Well,
just said
obviously,
he's injured, you
I
dumb
know
fuck.
I know he's injured, but
You
like
stupid
if we're
prick.
talking in playoffs, if you can somehow end up with a positive record over these next 2 and 3 weeks, this team is a real contender.
Yeah, you say that, but you seem to forget one critical factor. Their goaltender is Stuart Skinner.
That's what I'm saying though, is if you can somehow end up with a positive record with Stuart Skinner and that team without Connor McDavid, imagine what
there is
happens
a-
when you add the greatest player of all time.
Okay, calm down, everybody.
Okay,
He's not the
no,
greatest
I'm
player of
telling
all
you
time.
right now.
I think
okay,
he's the most skilled player.
There
of
you
all
go,
time.
sorry.
Skilled player,
I don't think
yes.
he's the best.
The
I don't
best
think he's the
player,
best.
no.
I understand you have to win a championship to be the
He's-
best.
No, I would
But
not say
no.
that. I would never say he's the best player in the world.
You don't
We
even
have-
have
I'd
to
say-
win a championship.
I'd say he's
to
the
be
best player in the world. I'd
You
never
know?
say he's the best player of all time because in general, I'd say he's one of the most skilled players of all time.
Yeah.
Because you overall, he doesn't have like one skill he's best at. overall, he's a very, very skilled player. I
Yeah.
would not say he's the greatest player or the most skilled player.
But, like,
I'd say
okay.
one of the most skilled players of all time. I'd
Yeah.
never say he's the greatest player of all time.
Here's my argument. You put him and Gretzky 1-on-1. Who's winning?
Are we talking about prime?
Prime. Put both of them in their prime.
Prime? Oh,
You want like Gretzky's Oilers versus McDavid's Oilers?
No, I'm not talking
Gretzky's
teams.
Oilers
I'm
would
not gonna, I'm
fucking
talking teams.
steamroll.
We rent out an entire arena. It's 1-on-1.
One-on-one?
McDavid versus Gretzky.
Prime Gretzky?
Prime Gretzky versus Prime
Is,
McDavid.
is Prime Gretzky using modern day gear? Because that's a big
Yeah.
thing as well.
Yes.
If
Right.
Gretzky's using
If
modern day gear,
Gretzky
he wins.
steamrolls him.
Gretzky fucking
Gretzky
steamrolls him.
steamrolls him.
No.
He's, dude,
No.
Gretzky's
Okay, think
fucking
of what he
hockey
did when-
IQ was so much better than McDavid's. And think about it as well. Gretzky did all that he did
With a
using
wooden
old,
fucking stick.
Old fucking gear.
Yeah, but so did his opponents. It's-
Imagine he has modern day gear. Dude, you know how much of a performance advantage modern day gear gives you? You know how much
Yeah.
technology in that?
'Kay,
Dude,
but I
imagine
agree with that.
fucking... Keep in mind, because we said prime Gretzky. So we're not talking about old fuck Gretzky right now. Who would get steamrolled by McDavid.
We're talking like
We're talking-
mid-80s Gretzky.
We're talking
Yeah, in modern
200
gear-
fucking point Wayne Gretzky.
In
Yes.
modern gear,
Yeah.
he steamrolls McDavid.
No.
Yes, he
no.
does.
Steamrolls
No,
him.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Davo has the speed, but when we come down to it, what else does he have on
Okay,
Gretzky?
you want my? This is a really hot take here. I think McDavid's 150 with the Oilers is more impressive than Gretzky's 200. Because
Really?
look who
You think
Gretzky
Gretzky's-
had.
You think Gretzky's
look who Gretzky had.
four-time 200?
He did
Dude,
it once, didn't he?
four.
He did
He
it
did four
fucking
Four fucking times.
Oh, I take that back.
He did 200
Four
points.
times.
Four
200
times.
And he
Shit.
only
Four times
had a
in, like,
super
6
team.
years.
He only had a super team once.
Yeah.
What? No.
He-
no.
he-
That Oilers team was the best team in the 80s for a decade.
He hit 200 once with the Oilers.
No, he
twice
did
with the Oilers.
4 times with the Oilers. He
was
didn't
4
do it
times
with the
with the
Kings. He got like 190 with the Kings a couple times.
Yeah, he did it 4 times with the Oilers, okay?
Looks what happens when he's not with Curry and Messier.
Yeah, he still gets almost
The
200 fucking
first
points.
2 years, Courier and Messier weren't even fucking there.
But if you do look at it though,
No,
okay,
they definitely were.
if
No,
you look
they
at it
weren't.
this
Sorry,
way, if you
sorry,
look at it
okay.
from like an analytic point of view, if Mario Lemieux stayed healthy his entire career, he'd have
Mario
more
Lemieux would
points
be
than
the
Wayne
best.
Gretzky.
I'd agree with that. Yeah,
He'd have more
yeah,
points than Wayne
I can see
Gretzky.
that.
Mario Lemieux would be way better than Wayne Gretzky.
If he didn't have
stayed healthy.
if he didn't have injuries, if he didn't have cancer, he would have been
Yeah,
way better
fucking,
than
he should've just
Wayne Gretzky.
Healed himself.
Dude, that's not how it fucking works. That's not how it fucking works. That's not how it works.
I know.
No, but
I know.
that's I don't know, man.
Like,
You also
I
got to
don't
think
know.
of Bobby Orr though. Less than 1,000 games, and guy
Bobby-
won
No,
8 Norris
no,
trophies.
Don't even give me Bob.
He's
I mean, okay,
8
like,
Norris trophies in a
I think
row.
he's the best defenseman of all time. I don't think that he's the best.
I think he's
player.
I think he's top 3 best player of all time.
I don't
Really
know.
best. Yes.
I think he
I don't know
could.
if I agree with that.
I don't know. But you got to think so many great players came down with injuries earlier in their career.
My top 3 are probably Gretzky, Lemieux,
If you say Connor
You said
McDavid,
Connor
I'm beating
McDavid, I
the shit
swear
out of
I'll beat
you.
the fuck out of you.
Maurice Richard.
Maurice Richard.
You know, actually,
You gotta
no.
think
I
back
think-
to those
I
Montreal
think-
teams,
I
though,
think
you
I think
honestly,
Maurice
they're-
Maurice Richard is the best goal scorer of all time. I don't think
That's debatable. That's debatable.
I still think Ovi's the best.
I think Ovi is the best, and I think Austin Matthews could catch him eventually.
Agreed. Agree
But-
with that. But Maurice is still in my top 3 just because, like, look at the history he's created. He's arguably one of the greatest winners of all time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, we also have to
No,
look at-
actually, you think about his little brother as one of the best winners.
yeah,
of all
but
time.
Henry didn't have the impact that Maurice had. He
Henri
wasn't as skilled,
Richard
right?
got how many cups though?
11. Agreed.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
if you're looking at pure cups, like,
Maurice
yeah.
set the culture in Montreal.
He did.
The
he
issue-
did.
the-
set
well,
the
I
issue
mean, him
is-
and
the
Jean
issue is-
Beliveau and
The issue is you can't judge
Jacques
who
Plante.
you can't
Yeah.
judge who's the best player of all time based on
I think Ken
on
Dryden.
cups, because you can't base on cups because it can also be based on a because that's could be just a dynasty like the Oilers, for example. Like, I don't base Gretzky being the best player of all time based on his cups. I base it on what he did, and when you watch back and knowing the hockey sense he had, like, that man's hockey sense was on superhuman levels.
Well, think about it. Buddy scored 94 goals with a wood stick.
But everyone else had a wood stick too, and the goalies didn't even know what a butterfly was. They were flopping around like Dominic Hasek.
Yeah, but they were
You
making
just said
saves.
last episode you wanted to go back to
I
that.
wanted to.
No,
yes,
but
I
Ali,
do.
the fuck
I do.
up.
I
Ali,
do. But
Ali,
it's easier
Ali.
to score. Let's be honest,
Ali,
right?
those,
Like,
those motherfuckers were making saves, though. You got to think about it. They were making saves.
yeah, I can see some, but
They were
like,
making.
come
There were
on.
some good goalies in that era.
Yeah, I can see that.
You got to
dude.
think about that,
But, like,
dude. There were
okay,
some good
I
fucking
think
goalies.
Mario Lemieux. If Mario Lemieux didn't get injured, he'd be the best player of all time because
I agree,
he had
100%.
the size, he had the speed, he had the knowledge, he had the hands, he had the shot.
Oh my god.
He was the full package.
Just him going on a breakaway, 3 players drag him behind him,
Okay.
hanging off.
All right, we
of
kind
him.
of got off topic here. I think the Pacific Division is shaking out directly how we thought it'd be. It kind of shakes out the way
Yeah.
I thought it'd be. You have your top 3 teams in the division: Vegas, LA, Vancouver. I expected those. I expect Edmonton to be up there as well eventually, but
The
again,
normal Oilers start. Like, this is just the way they start.
And
but-
McDavid's injured.
But again, it's the Stuart Skinner effect. So again, those top 3 I am a proud Stuart Skinner.
We're just going to shit on Stuart Skinner, man.
Dude,
So-
Stuart Skinner, you have the best mustache ever,
Yes,
but you're
yes.
fucking
Your
shit.
mustache is
You're
great,
fucking
but quick
ass,
goaltender.
dude. I'm
Goaltender.
sorry.
Quick goalie.
You're
okay,
kind
so
of ass. Play defense instead. They need it
Oh
more.
my God.
They need
you'll
it
be better
more.
than Darnell Nurse. You'll be better than Darnell
Do we
Nurse.
need to rename this podcast to the Stuart Skinner
No.
Sucks podcast?
Okay, next up,
No,
Central
no.
Division.
He's
Central
not that
Division.
bad.
Jeez, guys, come on.
Central Division. We
He
have
just might be a better skater than goalie.
okay. Central Division. Winnipeg 9-1-0.
Greatest team of all time.
Dallas 7-2-0. Minnesota
Greatest team of all
Minnesota
time.
6-1-2. Utah 5-4-2. Colorado 5-6-0. St. Louis 5-6-0. Nashville 3-6-1, and then Chicago 3-7-1. Winnipeg's a wagon this year.
They look
Winnipeg's a
so freaking good. But again, okay,
Hellebuck carry is a real thing, but it is what it is.
here's my thing, though, is you look at the playoffs last year, and, like, no offense to Hellebuck, that was probably one of his worst playoff performances.
was
What
fucking
happened to the team
ass.
last year? I think this team could win the President's Trophy, but I don't think that's what matters to this Winnipeg team. They need to go far in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they
but-
need to go far in the
President's
playoffs.
Trophy right
Who
now,
wins the President's Trophy and then wins the Cup, though? Let's be honest.
That's my other thing too. Is I hope they don't drop off. Like, I don't want them to start 30-1 and then end up losing the next 30 straight games.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't want. I know I'm hyperbolizing here, but like, you want to be hot
word
going
for
into
you,
playoffs. You want to prove that you're the greatest team.
boys, like 10 games and a plus 22.
They
goal
look
goal
insane.
differential. They're not.
And what was I saying about Kyle Connor being a top 10 player? Yeah. Kyle Connor is a top 10 player in the NHL, and I am right. It's proven right here.
I don't think it's proven. I think it's the fact that every other team's had so many shit starts. in so many
Kyle
years.
Connor has been incredible.
Look at
Yeah, but you think of how many top 10 players are on Colorado and they have a losing record right now.
Honestly, I'd only put
All right,
2.
moving on.
I think
Dallas.
I'd take Connor over Rantanen any day.
You're on fucking crack cocaine.
I don't know.
Dallas. Okay, so Dallas, I think, is actually doing really well.
yeah.
They're currently playing right now,
Dallas is doing
actually.
pretty
They're
good.
currently playing.
They're
what's
playing a
what's it
game
doing?
right now.
Yeah,
They're
the goalies are
down
doing-
3-2 right now.
yeah.
4-2 now.
4-2, 10 minutes in the second
Okay,
period.
we'll talk about that afterwards. I think Dallas is right where we thought they'd be.
Barkov
top
with
3
3 points.
I think Minnesota's overshooting right now, being third.
Didn't you have Fleury for William M. Jennings? I'm pretty sure you had Fleury up there.
No, I had
Period and a half. Look at the point.
Beautiful.
Fleury and
Beautiful.
Gustafson for the tandem award.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Wild to me.
Wow.
the Wild. But if you look at their players, who they have Kaprizov and Faber.
I think it's gonna be Jet Stars Avs, just same as last year. Run it
as I think
You
if
think?
if I'm calling if the Colorado coach can drag that injury-ridden team, we have Oliver Shillington playing forward. If he can
was insane.
if he can drag them to the playoffs, I think that they're gonna fucking win.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
drag 'em.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Utah's doing well. St. Louis,
Yeah.
Nashville, Chicago. We all expected. So
Nashville looks shit.
Nashville
Holy man.
With the additions
you
they
add
made-
you add Stamkos and Marchessault, and everyone's like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this team's a Stanley Cup contender. No,
No, they got worse. They got
I
worse.
feel like they got worse. And honestly, this might be a really, really hot take here, but I think Askarov's going to be better than Saros.
would you say?
I think Askarov is going to be better than Saros in 5 years.
Well, you think about it this way.
Askarov's gone.
I know, but
Yeah,
I'm saying he's
in
going to
San
be
Jose
better
now,
than
but
Saros.
You got to think of it. Yeah, I mean, but he's also so much bigger than UC Saros. UC Saros is the only NHL goaltender under 6 feet tall.
That is fair, and
Yeah.
he's a great goaltender.
Yeah,
don't
he
get me
does.
wrong, but
Wolf-
I think
Wolfie's
Askarov is
6'2".
going to be
I
incredible.
know, but you got to think, Askarov's got the potential, right? But he's also got the size on him,
Okay.
right?
Next up,
So-
Atlantic Division. To no one's shock. Okay. Actually,
Yeah,
there is some shock.
the Atlantic
Okay.
Let me tell you,
Dude.
fuck Florida.
Florida 7-3-1.
Dude, I'm liking the Sens right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Tampa Bay 7-3-0. Toronto 6-4-1. Ottawa 5-4-0.
They look so good.
Buffalo 4-5-1.
They look
Detroit 4-5-1. Montreal 4-6-1.
Stanley Cup champs.
Dude,
not saying
you
it's
see Timmy Stew in the
And
last
then
game.
the
against-
only really the only shock has been Boston 4-6-1.
I am
How-
so glad Boston is coming to reality. I
Yeah.
hate Boston, man.
I mean, okay, I don't hate Boston.
Hate Boston with a
personally.
burning passion.
I hate Brad
2011.
Marchand. I hate Brad Marchand.
2011, Boston burned down your city,
I
baby.
hate Brad Marchand. I hate Brad Marchand.
I'm shocked Swayman's doing as
but-
bad as he is.
I think he was too focused
Actually,
on the contract
I don't hate
situation.
Brad
There's
Marchand,
too much.
but-
Is there bad blood between Swayman and Bruins now? Because like honestly, it's kind of looking like it the way he's
Between
playing
the
right
front
now. Like, it's not
office,
looking
maybe.
great.
I don't know. But
I think-
again, I don't really have anything to say for Atlantic Division. Ottawa's doing pretty well, which is kind of shocking.
Dude,
Florida,
last-
to no one's surprise, is up high.
Dude. Yeah. No, Ottawa's looking good.
Ottawa looks
Right
so
now.
good.
The last-
Timmy Stu,
Timmy
Brady
Stu,
Tkachuk.
4 points on 4 shots
Okay,
in the last
I got some
game
beef
for
with Timmy
Stu.
Stu.
Why do you have beef with
I
Timmy
got beef
Stu,
with Timmy
man?
He is a beautiful man. How dare you?
Dude,
I got
yeah.
beef with Timmy Stu, okay? That man needs to stay on his fucking feet. That man.
Oh, the
is-
diving. Yeah.
That man is a bigger diver since fucking Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
sorry. This isn't the fucking Olympics. This isn't a diving competition. Be a fucking man. Be a hockey player. Stay on your feet. If you're gonna get hit, take a fucking hit. Don't be a fucking snowflake that you get touched on and you get fucking
wait, but
killed.
like, think of it
I'm
this
sorry.
way: he's an
He
assist a
pisses me
game.
off.
He's an assist.
He's
a
an
game.
assist a game,
And
you
he's,
know what
and
I
he's a
mean?
goal.
Hey.
And he's a goal every other game, right? He's
I
an
know,
assist a game
but
and a
he-
goal every other game. Like,
I'm not denying.
I mean,
I'm not denying he's a great player, but he needs to fucking stay on his feet and act like a hockey
Like
player.
I think that's the reason why people
I mean,
hate
yeah.
basketball is because there's so much flopping.
Yeah.
If
But
I'm
like,
being-
if you're
if
getting
I-
the penalty, like that's I understand why he does
I mean, yeah.
it.
If you
I
think about it
understand,
this
but
way,
it's dumb. Like
He-
he needs to fucking be a hockey player.
he
Like,
could
be a man.
viably just take the hit because he does have Brady Tkachuk on the same line as him, and Brady
Oh,
Tkachuk
yeah.
will protect them.
But like at the same time, like,
But at the same time, I mean, the diving is
be a
understandable
man.
for trying to get penalties
he's
for
not-
the other
he needs
team.
to just be a man and take it. Like
He
fuck.
does. He does need to just take a couple hits. He does.
Fuck, this
Yeah,
is
he
hockey.
does.
Stop
Yeah.
being a pussy.
Yeah.
All right, you want
Okay.
to move to the Metro?
Metro.
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 Metro. Boom.
We want
Okay.
some s'mores.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. New Jersey 7-4-2.
Yeah.
Washington 7-2-0.
They are a surprise. Holy.
Carolina.
How is Pierre-Luc
7-2-0.
Dubois going to find his way out of there?
They're never letting him go.
New York Rangers 6-2-1. Columbus 5-3-1.
That's shocking.
Philly 4-6-1. Pittsburgh 4-7-1.
Crosby sucks.
Crosby doesn't suck though. It's
He
not his
does
fault.
not
joking.
suck.
Their play style sucks.
I'm messing with you.
Bro.
The Penguins are.
And the
oh,
Isles,
okay,
the
yo.
Isles 3-5-2.
What do you guys think? Ovi 5 goals in 9 games. this
It's
season.
on. It's on.
I think he. Do you think he could do it this season?
I
I'd
think he
love him to do it
does.
this
I think he
What
could.
did he weigh? 60 something? Yeah, I
no,
think he does it.
he's not 60. But he's like 30 something.
Let's find out right now.
He's 100%
He had, to
hitting
get,
30.
he had to get like 42 or something this season for him to break it. I don't remember.
Skaters, goals when you.
But he's got 5 goals in 9 games. He's also got 5 assists in 9 games.
Once again, I'm just finding him real quick.
But I think Ovi could do it this season. He's gotten off to a better start than last year because last year it took until the trade deadline for him to pick it up.
The one that's actually kind of shocking to
So-
me is Philly. I thought they'd be more middle of the pack than they are down low. but-
Didn't you have them as a dark horse though? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, no, I did. Like that's why I'm saying it's shocking to me because Philly, like,
Well, again, I think Philly.
they don't look that bad, especially with their goaltender. Like their goaltender's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
That's true.
I think Philly will pull it
52
back.
goals away for Ovechkin.
he's 52 away.
I think he can do
But
it.
isn't he at 850 something right now?
He's at like 1,000 something right now for goals wise.
No, because
Yeah.
Gretzky got 894.
Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at games played. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah, he is.
He's
let me
not-
just do quick math. 35.
Yeah,
Round-
35.
Oh, sorry,
there we go.
36.
Oh,
36.
okay, totally
So
hit it.
36 more goals this year?
He can do it. He
Totally
can
hit
do it. 100%. He can do it.
Dude, what do you think of Matvey Michkov's season, speaking
He
of
looks
Philadelphia?
incredible.
He looked great. He's got
Incredible.
the size. He's got the speed.
Yeah, man. He looks
him.
good. He's a left-handed shot that can score goals for you.
I like
That's always a good
Honestly,
thing to
the
have.
only thing I have about Philly, I think they can be an incredible team. It's just you're looking at goaltending.
I
Yeah.
think-
Right?
Actually, no. Their goaltender
Yeah.
has been the issue though.
Okay, moving on.
Their goaltender has been the issue. I think what you're seeing though as well is like you're looking at the bottom of the.
No,
Metro.
but like, come on. Like, who is their goaltender? Urson right now? Like,
yeah, Ursa, but he's not been awful.
Urson's not terrible.
it kind of feels like a Stuart Skinner type thing. You know what I mean?
It feels
No,
like
he's
they
not
could
gonna
have
be.
better
He's not gonna be the
options,
guy
yeah.
that's gonna lead you to
No,
a
no, no.
playoffs.
He's not the guy that's gonna lead you forever. He's an interim goaltender. He's like Dan Vladar, but like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Dan Vladar can hold his own every once. Like can hold his own.
Exactly.
Like it's just a matter that like those type of goaltenders, they're not your stars. Stuart Skinner, I shit on. Like he's an okay goaltender, but I shit on him because for the team that they have in front of him, he should not be the guy you're relying on.
Yeah, like
that's-
when you have a goaltender
in-
like
in-
Skinner or Urson,
in-
I think it's a system where you're like, just keep enough out of the net where we can outscore them type
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
not
Philly-
like I don't
yeah.
expect
Philly
you to
doesn't
go out
have
there
that,
and get a shutout for us. Just keep like at least one out of the net. You know what I
So
mean?
like the thing is like if you look at the bottom of the Metro, you got Philly, you got Pittsburgh, you got New York.
Yeah.
All those are older coaches. If you look at it, you got all. Yeah, I think it's really just proving that the older systems aren't working right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's older coaches because if you look like, especially like Pittsburgh's uses an old system that's not going to work. It doesn't work anymore because their players are aging. Philly has Torts, which I love Torts, but his system doesn't work anymore.
No.
And then
No.
Isles as well. Like Isles, their system isn't working either. So it's all these older systems that have worked in the past that they're trying to just use again, and it's just not working with the adapted game.
Dude, you know what's painful to watch this season? Vancouver's fucking drop passing and on breaks pisses me off.
Okay.
Because they do that on every power play,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it hasn't been working this year, but
No.
they just keep sticking with the same
So people
system.
get on. Okay, moving
Oh
on.
my
So
God.
we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to start off with the Calgary Flames and their dramatic fall off, their dramatic dumpster fire, 4 losses in a row.
They're winning tonight against the Devils. I'm calling it right now on this podcast.
Let's be honest here.
You see what
the
Devils
Calgary
did to
Flames are going to do
us?
it. Oh, yeah, they cooked you guys.
You think the Flames are going to do any better?
Yeah, we have a secret weapon.
We have Dustin Wolf in net.
We have Jonathan Huberdeau.
That man has returned. That man has returned to start off contract form. He is ass again.
He gave us hope just to ruin it away. He saw
Yeah.
his paycheck again. It's like, I don't need to work no more.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, my God.
That dude is too into the whiskey again.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, Jonathan Huberdeau, like, please just be consistent for once in your life, please.
He won't. Okay. One thing I want to talk about is roster moves for the Flames. The Flames have been making a lot of roster moves through their AHL roster. Like Adam Klapka's back down in the AHL
Yeah.
because they decided they want to keep Kirkland. Adam
Didn't
Klapka's
Hansi
in
come
the
back up, too? Or
No. Honzik's down in the AHL.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Coronado's back up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Honzik's back down in the AHL. And one thing, it's actually something my dad brought up. Shout out Leo. And it's something that I actually want to bring up to you guys. I want to ask you guys this, and this is a serious question.
Yeah.
One I would have asked Evan if he was here, but that loser is with family. So, if you watch, the Flames were doing really well when Sharon Govich was injured and when Rooney was injured. As soon as Rooney and Sharon Govich got back, they haven't been doing as well. Do you think something's going on in the locker room there, or why do you think that? Like,
No.
as soon as Sharkey got and Rooney got back, they started going down a spiral again.
Okay,
don't
no.
know.
You know what? I've heard from some Flames insiders, like, the locker room is incredible right now. But you
It doesn't
also
look like it.
Okay, no, but here's also my point here is you started the season against the Canucks, which obviously you shouldn't
Shit
have won
team.
that game. You shouldn't have won that game. Let's be
Shit
honest
team,
here.
you should have won.
I hate Google so much, man. Right? The Canucks, you start the season against the Canucks. You're not supposed to win the game. You were down, what, 5-1, 4-1?
Yeah, no, there's no way they should have won.
Right?
That.
You shouldn't
That
have
was the
won that
biggest
game.
Canucks choke I think I've seen this season, and it was so funny because me and Evan started spamming Parker saying Flames W.
And then,
Well, no,
let's
me
be
and
honest,
Evan
like,
actually had a very calm conversation
Shockingly.
about
okay,
it.
Yes.
but like you take start of the season Oilers, who are shit. You started the season against the Flyers, Penguins, and then I think
We
who's
lost
the other team?
Penguins.
No,
we beat
no,
the
we beat the Penguins because we started
Yeah.
5-0, and
Yeah,
then who
they
was the other
won
team we
in
beat?
shootout.
Fuck do
I don't know. I feel like the Flames were just a not so great team that had a good start to the season.
Oh yeah.
Like
You know,
I want to
feel-
say it's strength of schedule.
I feel
and
like
then,
they've come back down to earth.
Like I said, I don't think it is Sharkey or Rooney's fault, but it's one of those things where you look at that pattern and again it makes you think.
But like,
I don't think it has
okay.
anything to do with it, but I think it's one of those patterns you make.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So you played Canucks, Flyers, Oilers, Blackhawks, Penguins. Those are your wins, right? And then obviously you lose against the Hurricanes. That's a better team.
Yeah.
The Jets on a roll. Golden Knights, better team. And Utah, I don't know. There's just
they
something.
lost with a team without a name.
There's something going on with Utah, though.
There's something special in Utah. I think it's the fact that these players are finally playing in front of fans.
Dude, have you seen?
You know what I mean?
Have you seen the fans in Utah too?
They're going crazy.
They're
I mean, it's a
fucking
new,
loving it.
it's
They're
a new
loving
team,
it.
right?
They're all drunk more.
Oh yeah.
Which is never a sentence I thought would be
Yeah.
happen, right? Like,
Dude,
it's awesome.
You know what?
Utah
You know,
might
if-
have the most lit fans in the NHL.
well, I think they're new.
Well, it's because they have such cheap beer.
And no, but here's the thing: was we said the same thing about Winnipeg. Remember when Winnipeg came in the league and they had the Crosby's bad or Ovechkin? Or remember the Patrick Kane, the she said no. Those chants, those
that
were
was
crazy,
Yeah.
Nashville.
right? No,
no,
that was
dude,
Winnipeg
Nashville
too.
has wild chants.
Yeah,
Nashville's
But
Dude,
wild.
like
they're
the
only-
"It's all your fault" chant
Nashville-
is one of my
That's-
favorite
that is
ever.
awesome.
It's
Yeah,
one of
that's
my
awesome.
favorites ever, dude.
Okay.
you
so-
let your team down. Like, legendary. No,
As
but
we're- as
Winnipeg
we're-
had the greatest atmospheres at the beginning. But again, you get used to your team.
Now
right?
it's
Like,
yeah.
But yeah,
I think
no,
it's
they,
just they're brand new, they're
I think-
fresh, they're fun.
I think with Calgary, they've like Parker said, I think they come back down to earth. I don't think they're gonna overachieve this season. I think that they should. I just hope we don't, like Evan said, I don't want to get another wild card pick and then lose your fucking draft picks and all that. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to move on from Calgary because last episode we talked way too much about Calgary.
Why don't we talk more? Come on. Calgary Flames are going to be the greatest team of all time. Nazem Kadri, man. Greatest player ever.
So, I mean, we'll keep you updated on the Global Series going on. One thing I thought was really cool with the Global Series, though, is that the teams got out there early for practices. And one really cool thing I saw was that in the Finnish Pro League, there's a tradition where your top scoring player on the team wears a bright gold helmet.
Oh, yeah, the Chrome Domes. Those are so dope.
Miro Heiskanen and Sam Reinhart, who are respective, top point getter on each team, they had the Chrome Domes on. They had bright gold Chrome Domes for practice. And I don't know if they're doing that for the game, but I thought that was pretty cool, to pay tribute to the whole, where you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll keep you guys up to date on the Global Series. It's happening live. What's the score right now, Ali?
Give me a second. Let me check. I'm not really keeping an eye on it because it's Florida, Dallas. It is 4-2. 1:59 left in the second.
Florida.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Now,
That's just such a great team.
moving on, we're going to talk about the Vancouver Canucks. And Parker saw us on the schedule, and he knows where I'm going with this. We're going to talk about the Vancouver Canucks goaltending situation because, hey, look, Demko's out still. Vancouver is not the type of team that can really rely on not having a goaltender. They need to have the full package to make a deep run. And Demko's out. Demko may not play again. Demko, he may have his.
I mean, to be fair, they were 1 goal away with Arthur Sheeloff from the conference finals.
Arthur Sheeloff has a .864.
Yes, he's not great right now, but
Kevin
all you
Lankinen is
need
doing better than Sheelov's right now.
But Arthur Sheelov's is like your next
I love
goaltender,
Lankinen
and
so
he
much.
is.
I think Arthur Sheelov's
the
is still
shit.
really young.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think
it's
he still needs
lot
time.
of pressure. It's a lot of pressure for a young guy, but again,
But-
a .864 save percentage is really fucking bad. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
AHL level.
Dude, it's rough for Vancouver's goaltending situation right now. Because there's still the possibility that Thatcher Demko doesn't play another game in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If he does come back, I think we can recover and have a good season. I think we can make the playoffs regardless.
but again,
Because
where
we do have the defensive power.
Yeah.
Because that's where I think the team is strongest right now is the defensive core.
But again,
But-
if Demko does come back, you also have to think about the fact of, is he going to be the same Demko or is he going to be a shadow of his former self? Because just
Yeah.
like Markstrom was bad for like 2 years because he had to change his entire play style. Rather than
Exactly.
being a reactionary goaltender, he had to switch over to being a positional goaltender. And it sort of looks and seems like, well, with Markstrom it's because he got older and his
Yeah.
reaction time slowed. It sort of seems again like Vancouver's in the same position where their goaltenders are going to have to change their their top goaltender have to
Yeah.
change a major play style midway through his career, and again that is not a good look for Vancouver because
He might.
you never know
because-
how that's going to end up.
Yeah, but
That could end up fucking terrible.
with his injury, though, it's more of a factor of he's just going to have to live with the pain at this point if he does play, right? Which would suck for anybody.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you have a
it'll
knee
be-
injury
you're right.
and you're in
it'll
that goalie
it'll
stance,
Be, it'll
like,
be less pain if he's doing positionally than reactionary.
I know, but he's
So-
he's a purely reactionary goaltender.
I
though.
don't. I would.
That guy does not have positional play, but he makes fucking saves.
I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but Demko is on the ice 7 hours ago.
Well, yeah, he has been
Yeah,
practicing
he's
with the
been
team.
practicing, he's fine.
He's been
but again,
taking shots, and
it's-
so is Dakota Joshua has
But
also been
That's good.
practicing full
Yeah.
contact.
It's a matter of.
But-
That's a
it's
great
matter-
story right there.
I know.
It's a matter
Fuck.
of if Demko can come back to the form he was at. Is where I really
It
worry.
will. And then you got to think about if we do get somebody, we might have to like be looking into a replacement right now.
Yeah.
But we do still have that $5 million a year wrapped up in Demko anyway.
Yeah, so then you almost wonder if you
It's-
start looking for like a UC Soros who's on a bad team right now.
Exactly. We could probably get him for a little bit less going to a better team. But
Trade him for like a Sheelovs who.
no, I'm not trading Sheelovs.
No, but like honestly,
I'm
what?
not trading my 23-year-old 6'4"
Like-
goaltender for UC Soros. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, but sorry, just going back to like what goaltender is on the market? Like what
Yes.
elite goaltender that can take you to the playoffs is
Shesty?
free right now?
You could get. Yeah, Shesty.
Shesty, we could pick him up
No,
at the
Shesty
deadline.
is not going anywhere. I'm sorry if I'm
He's
New York.
not staying in New York.
No,
I think that's the only
he's
reason.
no,
he-
but here's
He's
my thing: is I don't
gone.
think
He's
New York's
gone.
trading him. Why the hell would New York trade him?
Because they can get something for him rather than
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah. Well,
He's your best chance at a chip. I'm sorry.
no, but he's
He's
walking.
not.
He's
yeah,
walking.
he is.
He's walking. Let's be honest. He's leaving that
Well,
team.
I don't care. I'm gonna run him into free agency. He's my best chance. I'm taking my shot at the cup.
I don't know,
Let's
have
be
you
honest.
seen Laffy?
This is New York's best chance at a Stanley Cup.
I don't know. Have you seen Laffy?
This team is New York's best chance at. Shesterkin is so much better than Lafreniere. It's not even fair.
not.
Shesterkin is the reason why that team has been so good for so long.
They're not so good that they're fourth.
Yeah.
Well, right now, yeah,
In the
because we're
division.
10 games into the season, all right? That doesn't matter. Where were they last year? Exactly. They were the President's Trophy winner. They made it to the conference final. Shesterkin is going to be the guy that leads them to the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, but
I
Yeah,
would
but he doesn't
rather
want to be
he
there.
doesn't want to be there.
You
A
know,
goaltender
you
is-
already
a
know.
goaltender
You already
is
know
not
that
gonna
as
perform.
soon as it's deadline day, or even
Okay, but
before,
here's my
he's
thing,
calling up the front office and going, "Hey, look for a trade."
Yeah,
for
exactly.
a goaltender, just this, I don't want to switch him mid-season. You know what I mean? If especially in a league goaltender like that, if I knew Shesterkin, I would talk to him moment July 1st hits. Hey, buddy, do you want an extension or not? I will ship your ass off right now. That way, we're ready for the season. There's not many questions. Because let's be honest, he is arguably the greatest goaltender in. Well, I put Hellbuck over him right now, but he's arguably a top 3 goaltender in the league right now. I would not want to lose
If
a
I
player
was-
like that
If
you're a contending team.
If I'm a GM, the only reason why I don't ship him off, only reason why I don't walk him to free agency is because if you walk him to free agency and it's not money, because you've thrown 12 and a half at him now, and he said no. So it's nothing to do with free agent. It's nothing to do with money wise. It's everything to do with the team. He doesn't want to be in New York.
No,
So
yeah. I feel like
at that
Shesty be
point-
willing to take less money to
that
play at a
point-
different team.
At that point, rather than walking him to the, walking him to free agency and saying, I'm just going to try and get the best out of him right now, I would look at, okay, well, what can we get for him? So I'd look at like deadline. I'd play him till deadline, and then I would ship him at the deadline for something for a good goaltender. I'd ship him for someone like a Saros, for example.
Yeah.
For someone like a Saros, someone like a Swayman, who just re-signed with Boston. But again, if they're not doing well, they're gonna look to ship him
No,
off.
but here's my thing though: is
let me fucking finish.
no.
Anyways, so I'd ship him off for that, because then if your team doesn't go well, which is a good possibility with New York, because I like New York, but I'm not sure they're going to be a cup this year. If it does go wrong and you lose Shesty, well, boom, you just lost your fucking franchise goaltender for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
If you trade him, you at least get something for him, which is my main thing.
Okay, so here's my thing though: is I'm gonna relate this to the Flames because that's what we do on this podcast. Look at Gaudreau, right? You're going into the trade deadline. He hasn't signed a new contract. Why wouldn't you ship him off? Because you knew he wanted to go to the States.
No, because Gaudreau had said originally he wanted to stay, and the next thing you know, he said no. He switched up.
Okay.
But I'm not going to talk ill of the dead, so we're not going to talk about Gaudreau.
Oh, sorry. Okay. That is fair. But I'm talking like that's the same exact situation as like he's too crucial of a piece on that team, right? Where I wouldn't ship him off because let's be honest, you're not getting a better goaltender than Shesterkin.
Yeah, but
why the hell would Winnipeg?
What you could get for Shesterkin though, you could get
so high. Like what I do is,
I'd rather get a Stanley Cup and walk.
but they're not gonna win a Stanley Cup.
I think they can do it.
No, they're not
This,
gonna win a cup.
this Rangers team is stacked from head to toe.
they're
They
not
should
gonna win
be
the cup.
winning the Stanley
They're
Cup.
not going to win the cup.
They're not going to win the cup.
They're not.
There's too many other
Sadly.
good teams. I want Rangers. I'd love for the Rangers to win the cup, except for Adam Fox. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Adam Fox.
But I'd love to see the Rangers win the Stanley Cup, but there's too many other good teams, especially in the Eastern Conference, for them to make it past that Eastern Conference final. And even if they do make it past that, the West has like 4 stacked fucking teams.
I still
They
the
have
Rangers.
stacked wise. If Colorado can pull in the playoffs, they're my cup. Because if they battle through all that, they're my cup if they make the playoffs. You have Dallas. You have Winnipeg, who, if they can break the curse and it can actually do well, if Winnipeg can, if Hellebuck can play the way he is now in the playoffs, dude, and Kyle Connor, as you said, that team's going far. Winnipeg, you have even Vegas is a good chance in there. A chance, keep in mind. And then you have Vancouver. And then you have, like I said, then you have Vancouver. I don't think LA is going to be there.
We're not talking about the reigning Western Conference champions.
Who, Oilers?
Yeah.
I mean, Oilers.
You have Connor McDavid, you got a shot.
I think they have a shot for
sure. But like I said, you have Oilers. You have players
man.
you have teams like Canucks. If Demko comes back and is the exact same as he was and is that guy again, dude, fucking Canucks are my pick for the cup at that point. Yeah. With all this talented teams, I don't think that the Rangers have it to go. all
I
that
think
way.
I think you can't predict anything until Demko comes back and looking at how the Oilers do without McDavid.
Exactly.
But the
But I don't
Rangers
think
are a really good
Rangers-
team. But I think their best choice is to dump Shesty for like a couple first rounds and a decent goaltending prospect. You know,
What goaltending prospect are you gonna get out there?
I don't know.
Like, let's be honest. Wolf is not going anywhere. Askarov's already gone.
Fuck, go to
Yeah.
Winnipeg. They have that one guy down in the fucking Moose right now. What's his name?
I don't know.
What's his fucking name?
I don't know if I want Winnipeg first round picks though. If I'm being honest.
No,
No,
but let's be honest. Do you think the Calgary Flames are going to give you 3 first
No,
for Shesterkin? No.
No,
You're
no.
going to get a contending team trying to trade for Shesterkin.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be
Which,
a
I
team
mean,
like
you
the
could-
Oilers. Let's be honest. If I'm the Oilers, I'm giving up 4 first-round picks for Shesterkin.
Oh yeah, for
Fuck
sure.
yeah, but again, as much as I hate on Stuart Skinner, he's proven that if he has a pretty okay team in front of him, which, as you said, the Rangers are, he can hold his own.
Exactly.
So if you
Stuart
trade
Skinner-
Shesty there, if you trade Shesty to Oilers, for example, you get Stuart Skinner, who's in pretty good right now. He can hold his own in the East, and especially in these, because Stuart Skinner's also versing the West right now. The West
Yeah.
is so good.
Well,
if he's
here's-
versing the East, dude, imagine him versing the East, dog.
I think the only thing that would be good out of that
Oh, that
is
would be...
the only thing good out of that is getting to see how Stuart Skinner does with an actual defensive core in front of him.
And that's the other thing. They have a defensive core in
Yeah.
front of them. If you it's proven Stuart Skinner can make a save. He's not the best goaltender, but he can make a save, and he's pretty good. He's average in the league. As much as I
Yeah.
hate on him, he's average in the league. If you can get someone like Stuart Skinner, you send Shesty to Edmonton, you get 3 first-round picks, dude, for the next 3 years. Dude, you know how you look like a fucking genius as a GM.
if Stuart Skinner starts making saves.
Yeah, but if he has a D core in front of him, it'd be better.
And then imagine Shesty doesn't re-sign with Edmonton and
Well, if you go for the cup, let's be honest. If you add Shesterkin to that Oilers team, they should win.
They should win.
They should win,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah, there's no way they wouldn't. But unless
But, yeah.
Shesty just feels uncomfortable in a different environment,
like
Okay.
if it's like Skinner and 2 first, I will do it.
I have
it would have to be 3
there's
first and
there's
Skinner.
A deadline. I'm sorry. There's
with,
a lot
no,
of
with
things
Oilers
going
picks,
against
with
the
Oilers
Rangers.
with Oilers first round picks, you'd gotta.
Because like, let's be honest. There's only
I know
This
I
isn't
do
the 2010s where
I
they
do-
get a first overall
I
every
do,
year.
That is fair.
I do 2 first, and then I do like a second.
like I think there's 3 real contenders for Shesterkin if he's going. First of all, if I'm the Rangers, I'm not trading him in the East. I don't
No.
want to create a
East,
big talent
no.
here. I'm trading him to the West, and it's the Oilers. It's Colorado. I think those 2 are going to battle out, and then maybe Vegas. I don't think Vegas has salary cap to do it.
Vegas likes Hill too much.
If
I could
Demko is on
see
IR,
if-
I can see the Canucks doing it.
I could see the Canucks bidding if Demko's still not
but
back.
again, if the Canucks bid, I'm sorry to say it, you have to up Shilovs for Shesterkin.
You have to.
You have
at
to.
that point.
If Demko
'Cause-
if Demko can't do it and he retires, you have to up Shilovs for
'Cause
Shesterkin.
Kevin Lankinen would be a solid backup behind Shesty. He's still, I'd say Kevin Lankinen at the way he's playing right now is an average NHL
Backup,
starter.
yeah.
Starter to like backup goaltender.
He's a fringe starter.
He is. He's a fringe starter. And then having him with
That's some
Shesty would be
NHL
good.
25 terminology right
Well,
Yeah.
there.
no, but it's
you're
the
right.
proper term for it.
He
Yeah.
is. He is a fringe
He's a
starter.
fringe starter.
And he's been doing great with the position he's been put in. But still, it's too much pressure
Okay,
to put on a.
We have
fringe
2 more
starter
talks, and
for a
this
team like
transfers
that.
over greatly, and I'm expecting a whirlwind of shit from you two.
Oh,
What
God,
is
here we
it?
go.
Okay, what's more important in today's NHL? A star goaltender or star players?
Depends on the position of the star player.
We're gonna say what we're gonna do.
How many
a
stars do you
franch-
have?
We're gonna say, is it more important to get franchise players or a franchise goaltender?
It all depends, honestly.
In all honesty, I think you can win with above average goaltending in this league. I think
Yeah.
star power is more important than
I think okay.
Franchise
I think
goaltender.
if you get a solid guy who can make saves,
yeah.
and then you have a franchise defenseman. I
And
think
a franchise player. Like a franchise forward. I think
No,
that
I
I think
think-
that franchise goaltenders are really, really good in this league, and
they're really
They're
good.
required for. But
Allie, calm
to-
down.
if I had to pick between someone like a Quinn Hughes or someone like a McDavid and someone like a Hellebuck, I'm picking Quinn Hughes or McDavid.
Yeah, dude. Because you
You're
think about it though.
actually telling me you would take Quinn Hughes over Connor Hellebuck.
Okay, well look at this. Look at this.
I understand McDavid. McDavid is an anomaly. He is the greatest player.
Okay, but
Think of Kevin
maybe not Quinn Hughes.
think
like
of
if,
how
if, if it's like
Lankinen
McCarr,
played, right?
Like McCarr, for example.
He hasn't lost
I'd
in
pick
regular.
McCarr over-
well, I mean,
over Hellebuck.
well, but
I'd
like,
pick McCarr over Hellebuck.
think of how good the Canucks defensive core made Lankinen look. Think of it. You know how you don't need the greatest goaltender when
can
you have
win
a
above average
franchise
goaltending in this
defenseman.
You guys are gonna hate me for this take.
You can win on above average.
You're gonna
goaltending.
say who needs players when you have a goalie? Is that what you're about to say?
So he's gonna pull. This dude's gonna
If
pull out.
you were to give
this dude's
me
gonna pull out the bubble.
prime Carey Price,
Hog
look at
liar.
that. He dragged the worst team in NHL history to the Stanley
That
Cup
is
Finals.
wrong. It's not worse than history.
The worst Stanley Cup finalist I have ever seen.
Oh, Stanley Cup Finals, yes, but not worse than
Yes.
the worst team.
Weren't they bubble finals?
Yeah, they were bubbles.
no, they were not.
Yeah.
It was bubble.
No, everything was opening up by then. But like,
Wasn't
you
it?
look,
Wasn't it bubble finals?
Look at
it was,
look
yeah.
at
Was
Vegas.
it? Wait.
Actually,
Wasn't that
no.
a 50-game season?
was.
Look at the
Yeah.
Toronto Maple
Wait a
Leafs.
minute.
Austin Matthews,
Wasn't
William Nylander,
Wasn't that the
Mitch
Canadian
Marner.
division?
Yeah, it was
Wasn't that the
They
Canadian
beat them.
division playoffs?
Carey Price single-handedly beat 4 superstars
Where
on
is
the
he now?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Where is he now?
Where's he now?
He,
fucked
again,
off.
yes, he
Dude
risked up
fucked
for
off.
everything, but the guy was like 34.
fucked off.
The dude was 34. What do you want?
34. You're a goalie. You should be playing until you're like 38, 39.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, because if you're a goalie doesn't even start like most goaltenders aren't even starters until they're almost 30
no,
years
no,
old.
no, no. But
right,
here's
right,
my
Kylan?
thing.
You're lucky.
28.
You're lucky if you have like a young goaltender who can
Goalie
break
is
into the
the
NHL.
most physically taxing position.
Yeah, that's
right
why
now,
they're not starters
currently.
until they're like
That-
29,
yes,
30,
yes.
and then they should be able to go until they're almost 40.
I think 35.
35 is way too, because then
Again,
you'll never goalie
no,
for like
if you're
6
telling
years.
me a franchise goaltender, yes, your franchise goaltender should go to at least 37,
Yeah,
38.
but
I agree with that.
Carey Price is a franchise goaltender,
Yeah.
dude. You know,
Yes,
fuck.
but with the amount of
He should've
knee
been going.
injuries and hip injuries that Bergevin put him through, come on.
I don't think that. I think
Bergevin had a job for a decade because of Carey Price.
I think that well, yes, that Canadians team was phenomenal. Phenomenal run. I mean,
Our best player was a rookie, Cole Caulfield, who had 5 games in the NHL.
I like
that
how you say
Canadians
our like
team
you're a
ru-
fucking Canadians fan.
Sorry?
I like how you say our like you're a Canadians fan.
Well, I grew up a Canadians fan. Once Price retired, I'm done with
This
them.
guy
I'm sorry.
changes the jersey that he
Hey.
wears to whatever team he's
Hey,
winning.
honestly-
whatever team is winning.
Yeah.
So
I have Canadian jerseys, buddy. There is no winning in my life.
You have
You had
have
an LA
Kings
jersey.
jerseys. You have
Okay,
Flames
yes,
jerseys.
yeah,
you have-
yeah, whatever. But I just like jersey. I'm a jersey collector, but I'm a pro-Canadian player. Like, I
Anyways,
love
as I was-
Canada.
as I
I
was
want
gonna
Canada to
say.
win. I don't care which team it is.
as I was
Then
saying,
why don't you fix our goaltending?
shut up. We're not going down this path again. We're not going down this path again. Okay.
Why don't
Well,
you buck up
that-
and put the pads on?
Dear Team Canada, I'm your guy right here, right now.
Yeah. Forget about
Pick
someone
me.
who. Forget about someone who made an error in judgment. Take Ali. Okay. Anyways,
Oh my god.
we I was gonna say that Canadians run was a great run. Why are you banging your head?
Did you not
All
hear
right,
what
guys.
you just
All right,
said?
guys. Let's move
Did you not
on.
hear
We're not
what you
doing this
said?
again.
No,
We
all
are
right.
not doing this again.
Okay, so but if you, that
Fuck.
Canadians run was great, but that Canadians run was fantastic. But the issue is that while it was a great run, I don't think that that's applicable to every scenario. Like at the end of the day, if you look at it in general in the NHL, it is more valuable to have a star player or star players and star power on skating than it is to have a goaltender because you
Fine.
can win with above average goaltender.
Let's just look at this. Bobrovsky was a franchise goaltender, right?
Yeah.
Vasilevsky, franchise goaltender, right?
Eh.
Yeah.
They won the cup. Chicago, if you look at theirs, they had Corey Crawford. Jonathan Quick was there. LA Kings.
Yeah.
right?
St. Louis won it with the bottle destroyer.
St.
Okay.
Louis won with Jordan Binnington,
Yes,
dog.
but having one hot goaltender was an anomaly. That's like a once in a lifetime thing. I'm sorry. Like, you're not going to see another Jordan Binnington. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I know. The man starts fucking fights for no reason.
Right?
And then
2018. Braden Holtby.
Yeah, Washington
They had
sucked
Marc-Andre
the
Fleury.
last life out of Braden Holtby
Yeah.
to win a fucking cup. Oh
But
my
he
god.
was a franchise goaltender.
He was,
He
and
was
then
doing
he
it
went
till
to
he was fucking
Vancouver.
90.
Yeah.
Dude, Braden Holtby in his prime was fucking nice, but
And then Fleury
That
and
cup
Penguins.
killed him.
How many championships did they win?
okay,
Actually,
but
they-
Marc-Andre
they
Fleury
didn't
is
even
an
use-
anomaly though.
They didn't even use Fleury for their last champions. They used Tristan Jarry.
No,
No,
it was
Matt
Matt
Murray.
Murray.
Matt
But yeah.
Murray.
Well, think
But
about
Fleury
it.
was still there. He was
Marc-Andre
still playing
Fleury
most
is an
games.
anomaly at goaltender though.
That is
Think
fair.
about
That is
first overall pick.
But that's why he's a
And
franchise
then he
goaltender.
goes into the league as a teenager. Like, the guy is an anomaly when it comes to goaltending.
That's why he's a franchise
that's what I'm saying,
goaltender.
yes, yeah, anomalies are always there, but like in general, I think it's more important to have a star power player than it is to have a star power goaltender.
Yeah.
because you can win with above average goaltending. As long as you have a good defensive core and a good forward core in front of him, you can win with above average goaltending. You can.
Yeah.
Win. But like all those goaltenders you listed weren't considered super franchise guys until they won a cup.
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, I still see Price's.
And not many of them won a cup
Get
without
off
a star.
of
He's
Price's
a top 3
fucking
goaltender
cock.
in this league.
Well,
I'm
but
sorry. What
not-
he did was insane.
Not too many teams do win a cup without star players, though.
No, I agree. They're both equally important,
There-
but I
there's
think
teams that have
goaltending's
made
more
it to-
important.
I don't know, dude. Because when you think about it, how many? It's more often that a team with star players and a little bit above average goaltending will win the cup, other than a team with no star power and good goaltending.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
dude-
Goaltending is
Wait, why
so
doesn't Winnipeg
important.
have a cup then?
This dude,
Why doesn't Dallas have
Okay,
a cup?
this- well-
this
last
dude
year?
has
Why-
Carey Price's buttery meat all laid up in his asshole.
Think
right
of
now.
Colorado. Colorado won it with a little bit above average goaltending.
Yeah.
that is fair, but that Colorado team was stacked from head to toe.
Yeah,
right?
star
but
players
that-
over
that-
star
that's what we're
goaltending.
saying.
No, but like
Star players
I
matter
could
more.
totally- no, okay, whatever. We could disagree for hours on this.
What's the update in the game?
Let me check. I think it's intermission right now. Probably is.
Who
Man,
else is-
why do we care about Florida Dallas? Yeah,
This is the Global Series.
4-2 second. That is like the worst game
Dude,
possible.
I'm
man.
excited for the
Holy-
Senators Rangers tonight.
That's gonna be a great game.
I'm
yeah.
so
excited
excited
for
to go work the Flames game and have to sit there while they get pumped by the Devils.
We're winning tonight. I'm calling it
You're a
right
Vegas
now.
fan. You should have fun.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna be ecstatic. Especially, I was very ecstatic when the Flames they pumped Dustin Wolf. No, pumped Dan Vladar. No, Dustin Wolf. 5-0.
Honestly, I guarantee you the Flames will win tonight.
I don't know.
I'll bet on it too.
I feel like it's gonna be a close game. Honestly,
I'll 100%
Who's gonna
bet
win?
on it.
Jets or Jackets?
Jets or Jackets? I don't. Dude, did you see
Give me
what
the
the
Jets.
Jackets did to the Oilers?
Yeah, that was fun.
Dude, you saw what the Jackets fucking dismantled the Oilers.
Stuart Skinner versus Connor Hellebuyck. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, the Flames are gonna win. I have a good feeling right now. I will tell you right now, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
They're gonna win tonight.
I think Sean Monahan hat trick against the Jets.
The Monty hat.
I can see that. I can see that.
I
Sean
think-
Monahan
I
is
think
such a
Sean
beast,
Monahan.
man. Holy.
That man is a
hat
fucking
trick.
goat. Also, holy fuck. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
We were, one big topic that was talked about last season
Yeah.
is is Sam Reinhart. So it's
Mm-hmm.
been the whole he was great last year, great in the Stanley Cup Finals, but can he redo it? And he's proving it so far that he's gonna continuously, consistently be a top point getter in the league
Yeah, dude.
for Sam Reinhart.
It just took
So-
him getting to Florida from Buffalo.
Yeah, shocker. Buffalo's shit.
Well, I'm just saying when
Buffalo
no one
has a
knows
nice
you and there's
team right
no
now, though.
pressure, like it's not that hard. Anyone can succeed in Florida.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean-
fucking
I
you
mean,
try it then.
Everybody,
Fuck, if you
everybody
put me in
knows him,
Florida,
though.
I'd be an $8 million goaltender. Are you kidding me?
You wouldn't even be a $3 million goaltender. You wouldn't even be a $100,000 goaltender. I'd pay you maybe $5 to get off the ice. I'd pay you $5 to get off the ice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'd sign you to a 1 day.
Hey, it's one more day than Kylan. I'm telling you
1
that right
day,
now. You know.
Absolute minimum possible.
What do you mean? I have my signing bonus right now in Junior C, dude. You can't even make the amount of booze that I'm making.
Dude, actually, Ali, I'd sign you to a 1 day. I'd sign
I
you
get
to a
paired
1
in-
day in the preseason, and the day wouldn't even be a game.
I get paid in
Hey,
beer.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, man.
All right. So to wrap up the podcast of sorts, I want to talk about whenever we have these podcasts, we can yell at each other, but it's always nice to end on sort of a high note and all this. So we're gonna end off with talking about Halloween. So there's a picture. So Rempe has been living with.
Fuck, I thought it was me last night. I was like, oh, fuck no. I was like, oh, shit.
No, you're good,
Oh
cat
my
man. You're good, cat man.
Oh, God.
It's okay, Kitty
You're
Claus.
you're
Shut
good,
the
cat
fuck
man.
up, dude.
So there's a picture. So Rempe's been living with Jonathan Quick while he's been out there, and there's a picture of Jonathan Quick's son dressing up as Matthew Rempe, and it is the fucking greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that is actually so cute.
It's kind of
That's
awesome.
sick.
He's got like the scar over his eye and everything. It's on Bar Down's Instagram page for everyone watching, so you can go see it.
He's got the Wolfpack jersey on.
No, the Rangers. He's back with the Rangers, dude. They sent Rempe down to the Wolfpack,
I know.
got pumped and manhandled by New Jersey, and called him back up. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cute. Apparently, he fought a lot of fucking squirrels because it's the size he is. So, what a goat.
Bro, they got the kid out there fighting squirrels.
Yeah.
Squirrel. That is
That's
so
crazy.
awesome.
That's
The absolute
great.
goat.
Oh man.
All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching
Yeah.
and listening to us three idiots ramble on. Evan Chant should be back next week.
Yeah, white
Pulling
chocolate's
out-
back.
Pulling
White
out the full
chocolate,
government name on white chocolate.
Oh,
there.
white chocolate's back, baby. Yeah, what
Good
does
old white
he have to
chocolate.
lose? Let's be honest here.
Good old white chocolate.
The woman repeller himself.
Oh, that is a wild take.
Dude.
Oof. He's gonna listen to this and kill you for that.
Oh, he totally is.
He's not
Come
woman,
at me, Chant.
He's not women repellent. He is just
He's afraid of them.
yeah. I don't think he speaks to women. He
No.
doesn't talk to women.
I don't know if he can speak to women.
I've seen him other than like 40-year-old. He's
I don't know
got
if he
riz
can.
with 40-year-old women though. Like he talks to them all the time.
Yeah,
But he
dude.
leaves for one podcast and we're already talking about how horrible
Yeah,
his
we're
first game is.
talking shit immediately.
We talk shit about you when you. Were
I know
gone.
you did. Well, it wasn't that bad. We didn't say I was fucking woman repellent.
Hey, Chant, we hate the way
No,
you
but-
walk, the way you talk. We hate the way you dress.
The
We
difference-
hate your mustache, man. You know.
the difference is that Evan is afraid of women. You just scare women, Parker.
Dude, I don't, dude. I was a fucking vibe at the Nino
So are
last
we
night.
saying Parker is woman repellent?
Dude, no,
Are
I
we
was
saying-
chatting up. I was chatting up girls at the Nino. Trust me.
Yeah, but you had a girl hanging off your arm, so you're not gonna fucking pull anyone.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. Not even my fucking girl, dude.
But honestly, women are so scary, bro.
Not really.
It's insane,
If
man,
you,
you
dude,
know?
if you're fucked up enough, nobody's scary.
They're really not that scary. You're just talking normally.
trust
I think
me,
I'm the
dude.
only one here that's not afraid to talk to women.
I'm not afraid to talk to women.
They're just afraid of you
No. As long.
when you're not drunk
Oh.
and when they're not drunk. Okay, guys. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. See ya.
All right. There goes our last female viewer.